What's up? Can you hear me? Oh, dang. I subscribed to your channel. Yeah. You sub to me, I sub to you, you know. It goes both ways. Help each other out, you know. Nah, you good. I've been trying to work on my patience lately anyways, so it works out, you know. Yeah, patience is a virtue and a skill that is hard to master. That is for sure. But if you can master patience, you can master just about anything. What is that? Wildfires? Alright, wildfires is one. Got it. I'll keep that in mind. What was the second thing? Bird shitting? Man. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. If I ever go to South Africa, watch out for bird shit and wildfires. And then what's the third thing? Wildfires again, huh? They're a big problem, huh? Well, I'll keep that in mind, you know? Thanks for letting me know. Now, you said those are the three things you don't like. Now, what are three equal opposite things that you do like about South Africa, though? And then I'll tell you my three things that I like and don't like about Alaska. If you could name three things you do like about where you live, what would they be? Well, I'll start with my three things I don't like about Alaska. Alright, so I don't like the fact that it's cold. That's one big factor. I don't like the fact that it's dark more than half the year. That's the second thing I don't like. And the third thing I don't like is the level of cabin fever and depression and loneliness you feel. Because when it's cold and it's dark and you can't really go anywhere because it's cold and dark, you know, you feel pretty lonely. And it can be quite depressing when you don't get enough sunlight. The third one is the level of how lonely and depressing it can be. Because, I mean, if you think about it, sometimes it can get to negative 40 below in Alaska, and half the year the sun doesn't shine in some parts of it. So it's like dark, cold, and you can't go anywhere, so you get cabin fever, and you're stuck home and lonely, you know, especially if you don't have someone there with you. Thankfully, I have a roommate, you know, and if I didn't have him, I'd probably lose my mind right now. He's a good friend of mine. There's a famous saying out there that a quote. I don't exactly know where I got it from. I think I got it from the anime Mob Psycho 100, but it's a saying that people need other people, you know? And I'm a huge believer in that. Because, I mean, you can't get anywhere in life without having friends or family or support. I mean, you can get lots of places in life by yourself, but at some point you're going to need people. You know what I mean? At some point you'll need friends. At some point you'll need family. Something. You know what I mean? One thing about humanity is that we are not meant to be alone. We are meant to have villages and people there to help us out and hang out with, and you know what I mean? I give you what? I need to, man, I just turned down my freaking, why is it still so loud and my voice chat is all the way up? Hold on. I gotta customize some stuff again. Why does it have to be so loud? Alright, there we go. Sorry, what were you saying? I can actually hear you more clearly now. It's a good thing that you don't something in South Africa? He said it's a good thing that you don't something in South Africa? Man, why is it so hard to hear you? Oh, you're on keyboard and mouse, huh? You're on keyboard and mouse? Oh, okay. I actually tried playing on keyboard and mouse on my roommate's laptop, and man, that like the level of ease you have, all you have to do is point, click, and aim. You know what I mean? Like it's so free range, especially with the right settings. Yeah, I get that. That's where if I had my own laptop, I wouldn't know how to set up the right settings. But you just got to get a feel for it. You know, you got to find your right groove, and you know, it can be quite hard. I'm like you. I like the controller because it's it's more understandable, and like you said, it can be a little too fast or a little too slow. But the thing I liked about it is you could easily just flip around 180 and point, click, and shoot. You know what I mean? So, one thing, you ever used to play Call of Duty? Or do you play Call of Duty? Man, I miss the old PS3 days. You didn't have to pay for online gaming, and you could just pop in the disc, and you could just start the game right up, and you don't have to download any updates. Or I miss those days. Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 multiplayer. I used to be so good at it at one point. So you want to know what my sensitivity when I used to play Call of Duty was? It was no, my sensitivity. I mean, I beat the storyline on Veteran, but uh, so on Black Ops 2, I used to always use the highest sensitivity settings, insane 1414, And then nowadays, with the newer Call of Duties, Black Ops 4, etc., Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 1, Warzone 2, I use the highest sensitivity 2020. Yeah. I I I I completely agree. And another thing about the reason, this is one personal reason why I don't play Call of Duty, is the level of toxicity. You meet way more toxic players than you do in any other game I've ever seen. They always talk so much trash and just down talk their teammates. And there's like, it's rare that you have a good game where you don't have a toxic player. And I'm not about toxicity, you know? Exactly. Yeah. Right? And then you just mute them. And they're not worth your time, right? Yeah, I'm the same way. Except for, I just, I don't like Call of Duty as much as I used to. Like you said, I prefer the older ones. You know what I mean? Yeah, you would think they would have, man. You know, because they've remade Modern Warfare 4 times. You know that? That's unnecessary. Remake Black Ops 1, remake it Black Ops 2 for the OG fans. You know how much money they could make if they were to? So many fans would buy that in a heartbeat, even if it was not if it was $90. I'm telling you, if they remade Black Ops 1 or remade Black Ops 2, I would spend $90 to get it. I don't care, because that's an OG game that I love. You know? And I'm pretty sure you could relate, right? Sorry for interrupting you lots. Right? That's what I'm saying, and it's like, why do we need another fourth Modern Warfare when we don't even have another Black Ops? I mean, you know, like, that's that. Ex- exactly, man. I completely agree with you there, man. 100%. And you know something. Call of Duty should pay it. So one thing about Fortnite is they actually pay attention to their players. You know, they actually listen to their players. Huh? Who? Fortnite? No, they. I mean, I feel like they still listen, just like not as much. You know, like I'll make a comment on my YouTube video. Like last season, you know something I said before this season came out and the Battle Royale? I said, man, you know, I wish that they made Raptors rideable. You know? I said it in one of my YouTube videos. Yeah, Raptors? Yeah. And that's what I commented in one of my videos last season, and like a bunch of people agreed with it, and Fortnite heard that, and they made it possible for you to ride Raptors this season. And that's like right there. If that's not paying attention to their audience who pays lots of money for them, then I don't know what is. You know what I mean? Yes, I do. He's the best, supposedly the number one Fortnite player in Fortnite history, supposedly. I've seen him. What were you gonna say though? Man, see, they right there, is evidence and proof that Fortnite listens to their audience and accustoms their creation and their uh their game to try and match their audience wants and needs. Not all of them, but they do pay attention and try to, do it minimally where it's not going to dramatically negatively affect anything. Sorry, I have a cold. I think it's probably due to the fact that I got bitten by a bunch of mosquitoes and yesterday, and I was messing with water all day yesterday. So, that's a combination of not so much good health. Because mosquitoes can carry tons of diseases. They can carry tons of sicknesses, and all it takes for you to get that sickness is for them just to put their what is what is the thing they called that sucks your blood out? I don't know the name of it. Let me check real quick. Don't want to give you the wrong information. What do mosquitoes use to bite you? It's called the proboscis. So when they bite you, they use the proboscis. It's a special mouth part to suck up blood. Sorry, what were you saying? Does it sound like what? A flower? Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does sound like a flower. Man, that's pretty cool. You learn something new every day. So anyways, as I was saying about mosquitoes though, the part that they use to bite you, the proboscis, carries all kinds of diseases and all kinds of sicknesses, and naturally your body can fight off most of them, but some of them can get past your immune defense systems and give you a cold. And if you don't take good proper care of your health, etc., vitamins, all that, then your chances of getting a deadly illness, sickness, disease from a mosquito, especially at the rate that I got bit yesterday. I'd say at least I got bit like 10 to 20 times yesterday. And, my immune system is pretty well, but clearly not well enough to fight off every single one of those 20 mosquito bites. You know what I mean? So I got a cold. So you said you needed mats, right? Well, you said you needed wood, though, right? So I have in my storage, I have 36 spaces taking up space of just mats, metal, brick, and wood. So I don't mind dropping you some mats if you want. I have surplus. So quests on your quest line on Plagerton. What quest are you on? So you can actually check if you want to check it. Now we could go do a couple of your missions if you want. I could help you out. Well, you said you wanted to get in out of Plankerton, right? Huh? Aw, man, that's unfortunate. It's because you're in South Africa. Man, that's unfortunate. Man, that sounds like it's just sounds like South Africa needs to upgrade their towers. Their routers and their Wi-Fi towers. Man, here in America, you know, we're very fortunate that we have so much stuff that we do have, and a lot of people in America, to be honest, they take it for granted, like there's this person in you've heard of Mr. Beast, right? So I just watched one of his videos, and I don't remember exactly 100% where he went, but he helped set up a Wi-Fi on an island and some what is it called, solar panels and a sustainable food source for the place. And literally there was this kid who wanted to post TikTok videos, and she would have to walk a good minute, like, just to go post videos outside of her village or outside of her home, something like that. And she wouldn't even be able to see if people even reacted or looked or liked her videos for 2 weeks. That's how slow her internet was. And now I heard that, and I was like, wow, I don't remember the last time when I had slow internet that bad. I don't remember ever growing up with. I mean, maybe when I had dial-up internet, when I was a kid. But other than that, I haven't seen or heard of slow internet that slow in such a long time. And that sounds crazy. You know what I mean? 2 weeks just to get a reaction? That's insane. You know what I mean? Talk about patience. That kid has more patience than me. Waiting 2 weeks just to, for me, all it takes is a couple seconds for someone to react to my video, and it's like, oh dang, I already got it, cool. But for that kid, it's 2 weeks. That's a long time of waiting and being patient just to see if people seen your video. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's not even like the worst of. So have you heard of this city in India? It's called Delhi. So I just saw a video yesterday, and literally, no matter where you are in the city of Delhi, you could see this massive mountain of trash. Like, literally, you could be in the center of the city, and you'll still see the mountain of trash. Literally, like, all their food is infested with, like, flies, maggots. There's poop everywhere, animal feces everywhere, and it's horrible. And it's like, dang, man, anyone who grows up in that has such a horrible upbringing that they have to go through and try and survive. Every kid that grows up in that, they guaranteed have asthma or lung cancer or some sort of disease like malaria, or you know what I mean? Because of the fact that it's just so unsanitary and it's so bad when it comes to, like, they just, even their water is black. Their water is black. Man, that's like me. I grew up all my life having clean, fresh water. You know what I mean? And whenever I see that, it's like, man, here in America, we have so much things that other countries don't have, and that not only that, there's so many millionaires and billionaires and people who have so much money they could literally help save other human beings' lives and change and lessen the amount of suffering. I mean, all it takes is for them to use that money that's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. They aren't even using it. It's doing nothing. It's just sitting there and accumulating even more money, and they could use that money to fix all of the world's problems, and we could all come together, and stuff on Earth could be better for everyone. But because they are so greedy and stingy with that money, they don't do anything, and millions of people starve. Millions of people don't have fresh water. Millions of people don't even have a roof over their heads. I mean, literally, all of the world's problems could have been solved by now. We could be. Have you seen Star Trek? So I'll tell you what Star Trek is about. It's about, if you don't know already, I'm just going to tell you. It's about interstellar space travel and humanity going beyond our reach and beyond our solar system. I'm pretty sure you already knew that, right? So, Star Trek came out in like this. What is it, Byron? The 60s? When did Star Trek come out? In the 60s? Let me look it up. I don't want to give you wrong information. Anyways, when did Star Trek come out? Look at that. I'm right. My knowledge is all right. So the first Star Trek episode came out in 1966. Okay? You got that? So people were already having ideas of interstellar space travel beyond our solar system in the 60s. And this is before there was even such a thing as a millionaire, I believe. I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. Like I said, I don't want to give you. When was the first millionaire? Okay, so I was completely wrong on the first millionaire. The first millionaire was in 1848. Yeah. That's for America, that is. It was John Jacob Astor. He was born in July 1763. He died in March 29th, 1848, and he was the first American millionaire. So people have been millionaires since the 1800s, and it's 2023, and humanity can't come together to work together to lessen the suffering of the people on the planet, and we can't come together to travel past our own solar system. It's like the idea has been there since the 60s, 1960s. Why haven't we done it yet? It's because people have wars over things that they don't need to have wars over. People fight over things that they don't need to fight over, and it's like it makes me feel sad that there's children out there who grew up in a worse condition than I have that don't even like know what it's like to have clean water and roof over their heads. You know what I mean? And it's like, come on, humanity, we could do this. We've been here for billions of years, and we've changed so much in the world, and we could do so much better if we all just came together and worked together, because at the end of the day, no matter where you come from, whether you're from China, South Africa, Alaska, America, Canada, it doesn't matter, Guatemala, Mexico, it doesn't matter where you come from. We are all human beings at the end of the day, and if you cut me and I cut you, we bleed the same color blood. Same with animals. So until that changes, why do we need to fight each other? Why don't we just work together? Because at the end of the day, like I said, we're all humans. We all have a heart, right? You have a heart. I have a heart. So does somebody from Africa or from Great Britain, or from anywhere. They have a heart, or they need a beating heart and a brain to live, just like you and me. And it's like we can come together, and I've been trying to help spread that mentality that we're all just human beings. I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram, I have a YouTube channel, I have a Twitter, and I would like to see humanity come together, and it'd be cool to see us travel the stars, and meet new species and meet new, you know what I mean? Sorry for just, all the, dropping the information and knowledge on you. But it's something I've been thinking about lately. You ready to play?